The Askurgan Trueblades are an order of vampiric warrior monks who seek to master their bloody curse. Dedicated to self-discipline and martial excellence, these soul-blight vampires seek out the mightiest beasts across the realms to test their skills and slake their thirst. For Askurgans disdain the blood of lesser victims, even starving themselves to the point of savage madness. Older than memory, existing for eons unrecorded, the Seraphon have ever waged an unending savage war against the forces of chaos, descending to strike a vengeful blow against the dark gods for the destruction of their beloved world that was eons ago. As the age of Sigmar dawns, they seek to bring order to the mortal realms. Today's battle report is going to be a game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry between the Askurgan Trueblades, played by myself, and the Seraphon, played by Stephen. And so here we have the mission for today's game. Now, we've used a variety of the different cards from all of the different sets from the current season of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry. This would take box sets from Nullwood all the way to Nightmare Quest into question. And we have got the On the Hunt deployment. I will be playing with the Askurgan to be the blue deployment, fitting because we've got a blue painted Askurgan force, and the red will be the Seraphon. Now, victory is treasure hunters. Before the battle begins, we will place 5 treasure tokens on the battlefield. 1 will be in the center, the other 4 will be around the quarters. Now, it is pretty simple. The battle ends after 4 battle rounds, and whoever's carrying the most treasure at the end of the game wins. If there is a equal amount, it will be then controlling by players who have the most models around unclaimed treasure, and that'll count as carrying the treasure from there, but normally, these sorts of games will end because one side will have more treasure. Now, the twist here is Daystalkers. At the end of each battle round, the player who did not have the initiative picks one enemy fighter within an inch of a Gnarloak terrain feature, or in our case, because we haven't got our Gnarloaks painted up yet, we'll be using the Wildwoods to use this rule with. That fighter is then targeted by the following attack action, as you can see there. So with that, let's get cracking on into the warbands. Alrighty, and so here we have 1,000 Renown of the Askurgan Trueblades. So in our dagger we have the Askurgan Pariah, along with 2 of the Askurgan Acolytes, 1 with Throat Taker and 1 with Bonehilt Falchion. Then we have our shield containing the Askurgan Exemplar, another 1 of the Acolytes with Throat Taker, and then we also have the Askurgan Astic with the Howling Glaive. Lastly, in our hammer, we have the other Askurgan Aztec with Charnel Mace, and then we also have the Cursed Blood as well. And then we have 1,000 Renown of the Seraphon. So in the dagger, we have 3 Skinks, 1 with Bolt Spitter and 2 with Meteoric Javelins. We then have our shield containing 3 Saurus Warriors, and lastly, our hammer containing a Ripper Dactyl along with a Skink Star Priest and Saurus Old Blood. So, deployment is all done. For the Askurgans, we have gone and being the blue, so we're the defender. We have our dagger in the center and then have our shield over to this flank. For the Seraphon, they have their dagger behind the terrain feature here, and then they have their shield on the opposite flank. Reserve-wise, I'm going to be having my hammer come on from the center point, and your hammer can actually come on from anywhere on that half of the board edge. Objectives for the game, we have 1 treasure token there, 1 in the center. We then have 1 over there, we have 1 in the forest, and 1 near this forest over here. With that said, let's go on to priority for turn 1. Today's video is brought to you by Baron of Dice, a premium wargaming dice that make your table come alive. Now, if you're looking for some great dice to suit an army you play on the tabletop in a variety of different games, go to Baron of Dice and check out their website. You can also use our discount code down in the video's description, which will help support the channel, but also nab you a cheap little discount. The dice you see pictured here are the official dice for Parabellum's Last Argument of King's Conquest by them as well, which you can find on the Parabellum e-store as well. So let's go with priority. This is for the Askurgans for turn 1. We are going to have 4, 4, 2, and then 2 singles, which are 5 and 6. Nice, a couple of good singles. Then you have a 555 there and 3 singles. 3 lower end singles though. And so wild dice wise, we are both going to bank the wild dice for a later turn. So this means it'll be 3 singles for the Seraphon, and they'll get the first activation. So I will not have priority, so I will be picking the Daystalkers at the end of the game. End of the round, sorry. Alright, so first activation is one of your skinks with Javelin. He moved around the terrain feature, then decided to climb up the side here, and he ends trying to get that treasure. So my first activation, the Falchion wielding Askurgan Acolyte picks up the treasure and then is starting to move over this direction. Next skink moves up the tower, takes the treasure, then moves across to the flank of the tower there. So for me, I move up the Askurgan Acolyte after spending a double to give a rush, which enabled me to have enough movement to go up and then climb. We are going to attack the skink here, so this is going to need 3s. We've got 1 and a crit with the throat taker, so that'll be 5 wounds. And then the last skink moves up next to and will take a pot shot with a javelin, so needing 4s. Nothing. Alright, stick with the Cursed Glaive, just makes a double move then to go up onto the terrain there. Saurus Warrior then moves over behind the terrain feature there. So I then spend my other double to go rush, moving the Askurgan Acolyte with Throat Taker over. We're going to attack the Saurus. So you are defense 4 on the Saurus, correct?
Yep.
So 4s. Just got a crit, so it'll be 4 wounds. Nice and easy. Saurus then just double moves, taking the treasure token from there. The Askurgan Exemplar will then move and take the token over here. Last Saurus comes in to join his friends. And the Pariah comes in over here. And that'll be everyone on the table having activated, correct?
Yep.
So because I did not have the initiative, I'm going to be able to pick someone to attack with the Daystalkers. So I'm picking this Saurus over here to attack with the Daystalkers, jumping down from the trees. So strength 5, so needing 3s. Wow, that'll be 6 points of damage on him. And so our reserves come on like so. We have the Cursed Blood and the Aztec from our hammer. And then you've got your Saurus Old Blood over there along with the Ripidactyl and Star Priest. And so, initiative for turn 2. This is for the Askurgans. I've got a quad straight off the get-go. Quad 4, which is not a bad quad to get. For the Seraphon, you will get a double 2, double 3. Alright, so wild dice-wise, I've gone and made 2 more doubles. So I've got the quad 4, the double 2, double 3. You're keeping yours as was, so it's just a double 2, double 3. This means you get the initiative again. I mean, I really like rolling those dice for the Daystalkers, so I will take it. So first activation to the Seraphon. Alright, so first activation, your skink with the treasure is getting out of there. So my turn. Alright, so first activation, I'm going to spend my quad for Worthy Foes. This gives me +2 attacks until the end of my activation. I'm going to target the Saurus over here that's already damaged. We are needing 4s to wound. So there'll be 1 and 2, so that'll be 5 points of damage to that Saurus. On his already 4, so he's on 9, and we will go again. So take him to 10. Wow, that does not do what I want it to do. Alrighty, so Skink here moves in. He's going to go for his combat attack, so needing 5s. Yastic, and nothing, unfortunately. Right, so the Askurgan Pariah moves up. We're going to try and knock this Saurus off. We are strength 5, so we need 3s. That'll do it, because that'll be 4 wounds. So the Saurus here is going to go into the Pariah. So you'll need 3s, because I'm only defense 3 on the Pariah. Wow, 1. And your second attack, that will be 3 points of damage all up. So the Askurgan Acolyte with Falchion moves up, targeting the Saurus in the center there. We will need 3s. That'll do it. That'll be 4 wounds. Alright, so the Ripidactyl Rider moves in. You're going to target the Askurgan Pariah there with your Voracious Appetite double. You have a double 3, so 3 dice each. 4 plus is a wounds. Unfortunately, nothing. But you do still have a round of attacks to come.
3 attack.
And so now your combat attacks needing 3s because you're strength 4. There we go.
That's 6 wounds.
6 damage, nice. So I'm going to activate the Acolyte with Throat Taker here into the damaged skink. We are needing 3s, and that'll be quite a bit of damage. That'll kill him. So that'll be 6 on the already 5 wounds taken there for your skink. So I'm going to spend my double to go Moment of Savagery. After I take down a fighter, I can immediately get a free attack action. So I will target the other skink now with the Throat Taker. And so that will be another 6 points. He's not dead, but I do have another attack to go. And now he's dead. Right, the Skink Star Priest moves up. He's going to use the Titus Serpent's double. Now for every 4 and 5, it'll be 1 damage point on your 2 dice. And then for each 6, it is 3. So just a damage point on the Aztec. And then just going to use your ranged weapon. Strength is...
Fist is 3.
So we'll need 5s to wound. Unfortunately, nothing. My Askurgan Exemplar then just moves up with a double move. Hello, Skink. Alright, so then your Saurus, the one that is wounded by the trees, coming in. So strength 4, needing 3s. Oh, that's a nice lot of damage. So that'll be 1 3, so that'll be 5 points of damage. Right, then the Askurgan Aztec with the big mole there is going to come up in the Charnel Mace. And so we are going to need 3s. Oh, lucky that is 2 points of damage. So the Saurus Old Blood moves across the objective to pick it up and then makes another move as well after. We have our other Aztec drop down and start chasing a skink. And so we go priority for turn 3 with the table looking like this. So it is going to be 1 wild dice for the Askurgans and the Seraphon have. So at the end of the round, because I had not the initiative, now that's a really good way to put the sentence, not the initiative. I'm going to pick that Seraphon Saurus there again. If I can get a single crit on the Danestalkers, they will kill him, and they do not, but they do 2 points of damage, leaving him on 2 wounds. And so we go priority for turn 3 with the table looking like so. This is for the Askurgans. We got a double 4, double 2, and 2 high singles. I like that. For the Seraphon, got a triple 4. That's it. Alrighty, so it is going to be... I've gone and made a triple 2. You've then gone and made a double 5, double 1 over there. You've still got 1 single. I've got 2. So priority will go to the Seraphon again. Alright, so first and foremost, double 1, of course, is going on Nimble Retreat for that skink there. He's going to get a bonus move out. So he uses his retreat to jump over there, but then he's got 2 actions left. Alright, so then he jumps up there and he's going to shoot the Bolt Spitter at the Askurgan Aztec there as well. Alright, so the Bolt Spitter, strength of the Bolt Spitter is 3, correct? Right, so the Bolt Spitter is actually strength 1, so you're still needing 5, so regardless of what that answer was, 5s. You got 1 point of damage, I'm guessing. So then I'm going to go with the Askurgan Exemplar. He makes a move, and I'm going to use our triple there for Perfect Strike, meaning my crits now go off on a 5. I'm needing 3s because I'm strength 6. And that will be 12 points of damage just from that. Alrighty, so the Saurus here has to move an inch to come into contact with the Aztec. You then are going to use your triple 4 for Tearing Bite. This adds 4 to your strength. To your damage for your hits and critical hits, not to your strength. So you need 4s, but you are going to do a lot of damage with each hit. That's going to be a decent amount. So that is normally going to be a 1-3 damage with that, which would have done 4, but he adds 8 damage onto that for 2 successful hits, taking 12 damage off the Aztec. The Pariah will go next. He's going to attack the Saurus behind him. So I will need 3s because I'm strength 5. So that will be 7 points of damage, plus 4 is 11, so I've got to attack him the second time then. That'll kill him, that'll be 10. Alright, so your activation is going to be the Ripidactyl Rider. So to begin with, you're going to use Voracious Appetite, so 5 attacks, needing 4 pluses. Each point is a point of damage. Wow, just 1, but that will take me to 10, meaning I've got 8 wounds remaining. So the first of your attacks now with the model, strength is 4 on the Ripidactyl. Alright, so going, you need 3s. So that'll be 4 more points. So you need that again, and you will kill. No, you leave me on 2 wounds. Right, so Askurgan Aztec here will attack. We are going to go needing 3s. So that'll be 4 points of damage and take out the last of your Saurus warriors. Alright, and then for his second activation, just moves up and snags the objective. Or the treasure token, rather. So your next move was the Saurus Old Blood coming in behind your Ripidactyl there. Then I've moved the Askurgan Trueblades with the Glaive over here. We're going to attack the Skink Priest. We are strength 5, so that is 3s. That will be 4 points of damage, leaving you on 2 wounds. Then have the Acolyte over here move down after slaughtering all the Skinks. We then use a double for rush on the Cursed Blood here, who will now attack the Skink carrying the objective. Strength 5 with 4 attacks, so we are 3s. That will be 8 wounds and just kill him outright. And then just a double move with the Falchion Wielder there. And I've still actually got this fighter here to go as well. And then lastly, we just have the Acolyte here, who's got 3 attacks. So we will need defense on the Ripidactyl. Shield is 4, so we are needing 4s. So nothing on our first and our second with the Throat Taker. We get 1 and a crit, so 5 points of damage. So end of the round, I didn't have the initiative again, so I get to pick where the Daystalkers hit, and we're going to pick the Ripidactyl because if you're in 3 inch of the forest. 3s, because strength 5 will just be another point of damage on him. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. Alright, so initiative for turn 4. This is for the Askurgans. We have a double 5, and that is it. Go for the Seraphon. 4 double 3. Right, so wild dice, I've got the 1 left, so I just make a double 6. So I've got 2 doubles and 3 singles. You then turn yours into a quad 4, a 3. With 1 single. This means you will get the initiative with the Seraphon again. So your first activation. And so the Flying Piranha here, the Ripidactyl, needing 3s. Got 1, that is 2 damage, isn't it? Yep, so that will take out the Pariah. And then we are going to have the Ripidactyl move there. So I'm going to attack with my Askurgan Exemplar here next. We're going to go into the Skink Priest. So 3 attacks, needing 3s, single hit will do it. And, well, that really does him in because that is 16 wounds. Again, I just doubled the amount of wounds you did. Then we will go with actually a double for Moment of Savagery, giving me a bonus attack thanks to killing a model. So this will be 3s against that as well. So that will be now 6, 10, 14 wounds on top of the 6. That is 20. That takes him out. And then we'll just make a move after that, after he has just slaughtered everything. So this does mean this dude can use all your abilities now. Alright, because he is the last fighter on the table for the Seraphon, this means that all your abilities can be used by this Old Blood. So you're going to use, first of all, Tearing Bite for a triple, which adds the value of the dice, which is 3 to all his hits and critical hits damage. And then Wrath of the Old Ones for your quad 4. Until the end of the battle round, add half the value of stability, so 2 to the attacks and strength. I think that Acolyte's in trouble. Alright, so he's attacking with 6 attacks. He is 5-7 on the damage, needing 3s. So those won't, but even without crits, that'll only be 9 damage. That, you know what, that is just summed up your rolling this game, because that will not be enough to kill me. And so we're going to try and kill him and go for a table wipe. So it'll be 3s now. 4. What's your defense on him? Actually 5, isn't it? So I will need 5s. Which I get 1 and a crit, so it'll be 5 wounds so far. And a second attack with a Throat Taker, yielding another 4, so 9. Then going with the Aztec there, I will do another 2, so 11. I'm not going to kill him, so you do survive with a model on the table. And so this guy over here, the other Aztec, will move and go up, meaning I'll get 4-1 victory for the Askurgan Trueblades. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me, we have a Discord server for the channel, and that is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. This is either via Patreon or YouTube members using one of our affiliate links and codes down there, like Baron of Dice, Gap Games, or Mithras Games, or by supporting us directly on Patreon or YouTube members. If you'd like to do any of those, we have links for that all in the description, and as a special thank you to our Patrons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Soren, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallers, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C, and our YouTube members: Greenridge Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, and John Castle. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Once again, everyone, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.